It's time for Recipe of the Day. Yes, you can roast red peppers in the air fryer and they're just like the store-bought ones, but tastier. And they're super quick. They're done in only 15 minutes. Now, I discovered this the way that I've discovered a few things recently. We'd been away for a few days, and when I got back, there were some bell peppers that were, past their prime a little bit in my crisper drawer, just kind of like a little wrinkly, and I didn't want to throw them out. And so I thought, I'll just toss them in the air fryer and see what happens. Well, what happened was they got just like those store-bought roasted red peppers that you buy in a jar with like liquid. Like, you've probably done these yourselves. You could do it like on the gas fire from your stovetop, or people do them under the broiler in their ovens. So they turned out like that, where they kind of were steamed away from their skins, charred on the outside. And so I just took them and put them into a bowl after with a lid on. And once they were cool enough to handle, the peels were super easy to get off. And now this is my new favorite thing to do in the air fryer. So you could do this with any kind of bell pepper, but it's traditionally done with the red bell peppers. Those are kind of the sweetest ones, And, well, I feel like I already told you how to do it, but I'm going to give you more details now. What you're going to do is take 2 or 3 bell peppers. You don't cut them or do anything to them first, and you lay them in the air fryer basket on their sides, or however they're going to fit in your air fryer. And then you set the air fryer to 400 degrees Fahrenheit, and you just let them cook in there for 10 minutes. Then flip them over, and you just continue to cook them until they're charred in a bunch of places. It's just going to take 3 to 5 more minutes, okay? Then take them out of the air fryer and put them into a bowl with a lid or an inverted plate on top so that you can trap the steam in there. I used to do this with a paper bag, but I actually find it easier and better with the bowl and the lid. The paper bag doesn't get damp, So this is what I do. And then you just leave them in there for 5-10 minutes until they are cool enough to handle, like I said earlier. And then you're going to use your fingers to pull the skin away. It's kind of like steamed off of the fruit part of the pepper. Sometimes the skin sticks in like a couple little places, and then it's good to have a paring knife there to just kind of like scrape off any bits that are still there. And then you pull the middles, like the stem and the seeds, out from inside, and you discard those. And then if there are any seeds or like little bit of black that's sort of stuck on there still, you can give them a rinse. Now, after that, you can store them in the fridge in an airtight container for up to 5 days, or you can freeze them for up to 3 months. It does affect the texture a little bit, the freezing, but I find that usually I'm like chopping them up to add to a sauce or soup or something like that, or I'm pureeing them like into hummus. So it doesn't really matter that the texture has gotten a little bit mushier. I will say that I have tried putting them in a jar with oil and in a jar with water and put those in the fridge to kind of keep them the way that they come like from the store. And I didn't find that worked very well. They just kind of got soggy, and I'm not sure that they lasted longer, or not in a way that I felt good about. So you're better off to just keep them in the fridge or to freeze them. And that is it. A great way to use up some bell peppers that are past their prime. Or if you have a recipe that's calling for roasted peppers and you don't have any, you can just make one up real quick like that. See? Okay, I will put the link to this recipe in the show notes for this podcast episode, or you can head to cookthestory.com/ROTD and get it there. Everything there is arranged by date, so it's helpful to know that today is December 2nd of 2024. If you haven't subscribed to this podcast yet, you should do it right now. There is a new episode every single day with a great idea for you like this one. Often I'm helping you decide what to make for dinner this week, or for that potluck party, or for Christmas party, whatever you've got going on. I have a new idea every day. So you can subscribe by getting on your phone and go to your favorite podcast app, wherever you like to listen to podcasts, and search for Recipe of the Day. You will find me there. I also have it on YouTube. I am Cook the Story on YouTube. If you go there, you will see the episodes there as well. Or you could go to cookthestory.com/ROTD and you can listen right there, and you can subscribe from there too. Then you will always have my episodes in your podcast feed. I'm Christine Pittman from cookthestory.com, thecookful.com, the all new chicken cookbook, and from this podcast, Recipe of the Day. I hope you have a great day. Let's get cooking.